What's up, what's up? What's up, everybody? Hey, we're going to be doing these weekly updates moving forward, updating everything that's coming because, man, there's a lot of positive projects that we're going to blow it up with in 2025 coming soon. And we just want to document the journey like we've always talked about. They're all getting ready to blow, so just, providing insight on where we're at and how everything's going, and some of the difficulties we go through trying to get these approved. And once they're approved, that's the easy part. But so first one is one that we just had sold, but it fell out of contract because of financing. So that is a pain in the ass a little bit. There's a little more to that story, but that's fine. We'll sell it anyway. So that's 394 Brentwood out in Licking Valley. I'm actually going to do a video on site here next week for that. And super nice house. It's on an acre. It's in Licking Valley. It's nice and new. I think it's in the 440 range. So expecting to sell that quickly again like it did last time. And yeah, we'll get that sold, and then we can focus on these bigger projects. That's the last spec. We sold Deer Run recently. Shout out 1355 Deer Run. That was almost full ask. Great neighborhood. We love Deer Run. And yeah, so we the Kirkersville flip, we got that one sold. That was a couple months ago now, but I'm going to do a video of the before and during construction, and then the final product of the Kirkersville flip, because that turned out crazy nice. They got a hell of a house. That was, we put about let me see, we got it for 100. I don't know. We put a lot of money in that. I mean, it's like brand new. So have to check out that video when we do that. It's pretty cool. But what we're doing now is we're focused on these big development projects, and they're super hard to get approved, like we talked about. We're getting better at it, but once we do it, man, we're going to have a lot of fun with it, and we are going to do daily videos now moving forward as soon as these things start breaking loose. So the first one, we've talked about this a lot, MC Office Warehouse. MC Flex Office Warehouse. That's right by the bowling alley. So that's going to be a business park. It's a little different than how people are doing it around here. It's just for businesses that need warehouses that have an office and a bathroom. So each space is like 1152 square feet. It's going to be roughly $1,400 a unit. If someone wants multiple spaces, we could do that easily. And it's going to have white vertical siding. It's going to look crazy, crazy nice. We're going to make this, top of the line. And so super nice business park that's, made for businesses that need warehouse space. And then they each have an office and a bathroom. We're going to really do well with that. So white vertical siding, black overhead door, black roof, and then black aluminum storefront going into each unit with a window. And then we have another storefront door going into each office. And it's, like I said, it's top of the line stuff. And, think that's going to do very well. So we're going to do the first two buildings like we talked about. It's phase one. Have to do it in phases. That helps the financing because, you get those first two buildings done, and then you rent those as fast as possible, and then those tenants will help pay for those buildings while you're building phase two. That's how it works. So that's why we're doing it that way. So we had to get an appraisal. They actually did the appraisal on the first two buildings. Came back very favorably. Looks good. Everything looks good with the bank. Tim Keith's doing that one. Park National, shout out. And that'll be starting hopefully in like a month. And again, we are going to document the hell out of that. It's going to be fun. Daily videos, drone videos, just showing how it's built, everything that goes into it, so you all can learn, and we're going to provide as much value as we can. We're going to submit for permits next week. And, like I said, we're trying to start that in the next 30 days. So we're really, really going to push the schedule. We're going to try to have 2 buildings done in 4 months, so then we can lease those ASAP. And then as those are filling up, we'll probably start phase 2. We'll just have to see how that goes. I don't think we'll have to have them all rented, but we'll have to get a feel for it and just make sure. But yeah, I think we'll be able to start phase 2 before they're all rented. But like I said, white vertical siding, the white and black scheme is going to be crazy nice. And it's all paved, it's electric gate. So during business hours, the electric gate will be open, but after hours, we'll shut that. And then just the tenants will have access to it. We're actually looking to do a laundromat in there, which is going to be crazy as well. So in storage, we don't have anyone on site. We manage it very efficiently, and that's the thought with this new laundromat would be cameras. You have an app to get in. You get credits on your app. We're not going to take change or cash there, just credit cards or debit cards, and then that's going to let us run it very efficiently. I think make it super nice and really modern and new and I think that's going to do well again in that same location. So if we can have a business inside our development, that's great. So looking forward to that. You have to check that out. We will be documenting that, like we said. MC Luxury Villas Moull. This is 24 new apartments just down from Sheets on Moull. We've been talking about this one forever. It's approved. We have a little snag here. We're getting through it. We expect that to start in the next month and a half. And we have everything approved. We have zoning. We're going to be submitting building permits next week. We didn't want to get them too soon until we knew what was going on, but we should be able to start that within the next month and a half. We're going to build the first 2 buildings, so 12 units, and we're going to try to build those in 6 months, have those done. As we're leasing those, we will start phase 2 and just get the next 24 units. And the good thing about that is it's 24 units, and I feel pretty good about renting those quickly. I know there's a lot of apartments coming into Newark, but there's definitely a need, and we want to do the higher end. We're going to have coarse countertops, real nice cabinets, LVP flooring. You know how we do it, black hardware, and we're going to build top of the line stuff. That's the kind of brand we're trying to build here. So super exciting, great location, same as the Flex Office Warehouse. This is a great location as well, and really think this can do well over the next 10 to 12 years. We're looking at 3x our value in the next 12 years. We've done that before, and we're going to look to do that here. Something else that is in the works is a new assisted living. So we do have Premier Home Health, which is absolutely killing it, doing a fantastic job. My wife's running that. We're up to 160 patients. We started with 0 like 5 years ago. So we're really, really growing. We're into Coshocton now. We're going to start branching out even more. But we deal with companies, assisted livings all over town. I feel like we can really bring some value. It's all about the care. It's all about the operations. Of course, we can make the building look beautiful too. Have a beautiful, nice new setup. Like, we're going to make it look super nice like we always do. And then it's all about the care and the operations. So looking to build one of those in Newark soon. And stay tuned on that. The location we're looking at would just absolutely kill it. We have a little situation with some zoning and stuff like that. So we're kind of working through that right now. Very preliminary stages, but that will happen. And we're super excited about that. 900 Sharon Valley Rd. That's the office building right next to the car wash in Sharon Valley. We are going to triple the size of this office building for the Wilbur Group. Include the car wash, which, it's been vacant. So that'll be great to... the car wash will be no longer. This will be one big office building, and it's going to do very well. The Wilbur Group's going to sign a long-term lease. They are crushing it in their company, insurance company. They are just growing like crazy, so we're glad we're able to grow with them. We're going to do this addition. They're going to sign a long-term lease, and then possibly, we could do some more buildings for them down the road because they're a great tenant and great company, and that's the kind of people we want to deal with. So super exciting. That'll probably happen in the next month and a half as well, and we are bidding that right now. So if anyone is interested in bidding that, let me know. Shoot me a DM. The next thing is we just joined the Warrior Group, which is Rod Khleif, who's huge multifamily and other asset classes investor, but he also is a big educator now and has a big group and has all kinds of training. So you are who you are around, so you have to be in the right rooms. You have to be around the right people. So we're paying to be in this group because it's what we need to do to help us grow, scale, and really blow things up. So we've been in it for a week. I'm super impressed already. We've had like 5 Zoom calls with Warrior members. Everyone's super nice. Everyone's doing deals together. It's crazy stuff going on. So I'm very impressed in the first week and looking to continue that. And yes, so let's see. This is going to help us. So right now, all these projects we've done, we've never got investors. I've never got investors. So, we'll still do that, and we'll have that side over here, but we're going to look to build a fully integrated development company that gets investors. And the investors, probably be accredited, meaning if you're single, you have to make $200,000 a year. Or if you're a couple, you have to make $300,000 a year, or a net worth of $1 million. Probably be getting investors, accredited investors on these deals, and then we will structure it so everyone wins. We can share these returns that are fantastic, and then everyone wins, and that'll help us scale. And instead of just doing 2 or 3 projects at once, we could be doing 10, and that will really blow things up. So that's exciting. So that's a big reason why I joined this group, and they're going to help bridge that gap. So my vision for this business is crazy. You know, I'm having visions of just doing crazy things, but I think this is the next step. So we're going to document the journey. We're going to show all about it. And then, you know, once we start raising money, this is another reason why we're doing this social media. You have to do it. If you're not doing social media these days, you're going to get left behind. So we have that going for us. And moving forward, we're going to just keep blowing it up. I'm going to be doing these weekly updates, just updating projects. Once the projects start, daily videos on everything that we're doing in the projects. And I think we're going to bring a lot of value and just show how everything's done. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So it's going to be fantastic. We had a meetup just recently last Wednesday with Tommy Har. He's a big real estate guy who mostly does fix and flips, but I think he does some long-term holds and some apartments and some other stuff. But he is big. He has 125,000 followers. I have like 6,000. So long way to go. But he started 4 years ago also. And one of the things he talked about was how important social media was and how much business he's gotten from it. So as we really build this thing and scale, it's going to be key. And that's, again, why we're doing it. So I felt good about that, seeing that from him. Yeah, check that out. That's fresh. You know, seeing that from him and having him explain that, he's a great dude. We're going to have coffee soon. I'm already meeting up with someone that I met there. And you, like I said, you got to be in the right rooms. This dude's 30. He has 115 units, and he raises capital for deals. So, again, you got to keep meeting with these people and expanding your network. Your network is your net worth. We've said it a million times. So, social media. All good things come to an end. And we've done a lot of these skits, and it's so hilarious that people will get on there and comment and just say dumb stuff. That's fake. And it's like, yeah, it's fake. It's not supposed to be real. It's just based on true events. And we had fun with that. And the main thing with that was just getting the views. And, you know, attention is the best thing for your business. So I just wanted to start getting more views. You know, this company, 1 Million Media, was who we're working with, still working with them. You know, they're like, this works. So we've had, you know, actually millions of views, and a lot of them are that skit, those skits there. So we had one TikTok that hit over 1 million. We've had, you know, multiple videos that have hit hundreds of thousands of views, and it's just kind of crazy how all that works. But so moving forward, we will do our last 2 skits next week. You'll have to check that out, and those are going to be hilarious. We actually recorded those already. So you have to watch the last 2. And as you know, Lil Brian's the mean tenant on the other end. He gets to do the fun stuff, and I have to just play nice. But yeah, we had fun with it, but it's time for the next chapter, and that's basically just documenting what we're doing with our projects, providing as much value as we possibly can, and we'll still do that in other ways as well, just other videos and reels. But documenting our projects, really showing what we're doing, building the brand, and just continuing in that direction. That's pretty much what Tommy Har does, and that's kind of the way we're talking about moving forward. So that's going to be super exciting. We are going to just have a great time doing all that, and the future is just crazy exciting. You know, we got this warrior group. I'm going to be building this company, getting investors, and you guys get to see it all happen, and we're going to tell exactly what we're doing and how we're doing it, so you guys can do it too. And eventually we're going to have coaching in groups. You know, I just joined Rod Khleif's group, and eventually I could do that too. And it's crazy how much value it brings. I mean, it's an infinite return. So if I can bridge this gap, you know, and build this company, like, that's, the investment's nothing compared to what it's going to do in the future. So let me know in the comments if you guys like these weekly update videos. These are real. I mean, we'll barely even edit this if we do edit it. And we're just going to keep documenting all our projects, documenting the journey, and it's going to be great. So much more coming. Stay tuned. And if you guys want to, you know, learn about all these projects, these development projects, and how we're doing things, how they're done, all the struggles. I mean, it's not always peaches and cream. I mean, we've been talking about these forever. It takes forever to get them approved. But when you get them working and you're working on them and you get through it and you get them rented and you finally get them stabilized, I mean, it is legit. It is a fantastic way to create wealth, and I would like to share it all with you guys and teach everyone how to do it. So more coming. Let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll holler at you next week.